All right, guys, welcome back to Cold Pizza Watch Reviews. Today, I'm talking about the new Omega Aqua Terra with this black glossy lacquer dial. You want to know what I think about it? Hold tight. All right, guys, welcome back to Cold Pizza Watch Reviews. Today, I'm talking about the new Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra with the black lacquer dial. Now, I know the Aqua Terra isn't new, but this black lacquer dial is, and I feel it is a game changer for Omega. Why do I feel that? Well, for the longest time, Omega has been missing that one and done watch. That one watch you could just pick up and wear in any occasion. Now, even though the Aqua Terra did have the previous teak dial, I feel this black lacquer dial puts it in line with the Oyster Perpetual, the Explorer, the Datejust smooth bezel. Those are all three watches by Rolex that you could consider one and done. You own one of those, you can wear it in any occasion. But Omega has always kind of missed that mark, and now I feel this new Aqua Terra covers that. Now, I've got one issue that I'm going to tell you that I don't like about it, but let me get into the specs on the watch first. You've got a 41 millimeter, you've got a 38 millimeter, and you've got a 34 millimeter that you can get this in. Now, case thickness is 13.4. That's on the 41 millimeter. You've got 12.3 on the 38 millimeter, and then you've got a 12 millimeter on the 34. Now, lug width is 20 millimeters on the 41, 19 on the 38, and 16 on the 34. Lug to lug, which I feel is important, is 48 millimeters on the 41. You got a 45 millimeter lug to lug on the 38, and you've got a 40 millimeter on the 34. Case is all stainless steel, obviously. Screw down, see-through case back. 150 meters of water resist. That's standard on all three models. You got a screw down crown as well. Now, it gets a little bit different here. The 41 and the 38 get triangular indices and a rectangular date window, while the 34 gets kind of a beads of rice looking hour marker and a round date window. Now, all three feature white gold hour and minute hands along with white gold surrounds on the date window. Now, let's get into this movement. On the 41 millimeter now, you've got the caliber 8900 with 60 hours of power reserve. But on the 38 and the 34, you get the caliber 8800 with only 55 hours of power reserve. All three of these come with the coaxial escapement. Now, the 8900 is a 39 joule movement that beats at a frequency of 25,200. This is a master chronometer, meta-certified movement, and has an anti-magnetic rating of 15,000 Gauss. Now, the caliber 8800 that comes in the 38 and the 34 millimeter beats at a frequency of 25,200 and is a 35 joule movement, also master chronometer, meta certified with a magnetic rating of 15,000 Gauss. Now, that's the specs on the watch. I'm going to tell you what I like and what I don't like. First off, in this picture I'm going to show you, this is me trying on the 38 millimeter. Now, this isn't the black lacquer dial, but this is the 38 millimeter Aqua Terra. I was at the Omega Boutique in Charlotte, and I was really looking hard at this watch. I really like it. Now, you see in this picture, what do you see is wrong? It's too big for my wrist. I've got 6.5 inch wrist, and that's a 38 millimeter Omega Aqua Terra. If you think it looks fine, then go for it if you've got a 6.5 inch wrist. But I'm just showing you the one issue I have with this is I wish they had maybe a 36 or a 37, because 34 is going to be too small, and 38, as you see in this picture, just wears too large on my wrist because of this dial area. It just eats up your wrist. But if you think it looks fine, go for the 38. But I would recommend, if your wrists are under 6.5 inch, it's not going to look right. That's the one issue I have with it. Otherwise, I think this is a big competitor to the Oyster Perpetual, to the Explorer. It's a beautiful watch, an amazing movement, extremely accurate, probably one of the most accurate movements out there right now. and most people consider this to smoke Rolex's accuracy. So it's really hard to pick this watch apart. And although it's selling for right now $6,600, I know when you go to the boutiques and the ADs, you can get some discounts on Omega, so do not pay retail. But I like this watch. If I could get it just a little bit smaller, it's a no-brainer. It's a classic look. If this is too big for you, like it is for me, a couple other options would be maybe a Christopher Ward 12. That's why I got this one. It fits me great, 36 millimeter, or if you can, get an Oyster Perpetual, 36 millimeter. But really, I have no problem with this Omega. I really can't see any reason not to get it, except that 38. I just wish it was a little bit smaller for me. Now, if your wrists are a little bit bigger, get it. It's amazing, especially with this black lacquer dial. I love it, and I'm glad they did this, and I think they're on the right path. Good job, Omega. Guys, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. You think I'm crazy to think the 38 is too big for my wrist? Are you planning to get one, or do you have one of the Aqua Terras? Talk about it below, and as always, I appreciate you tuning in to Cold Pizza Watch Reviews.